cure, friends, to chronic bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections.
Go figure, you were the trigger. You brought me to an objective view when you know.
Are all the boys gone? No, more importantly, are all the girls who use Summer's Eve gone? Okay, it's a safe place now. Hello friends, I am coming to you guys tonight giving you girls talk, giving you bonnet, giving you robe, giving you tea in a mug. I'm coming with all the elements here because we are about to have a very serious conversation. But before we get serious though, my skin actually looks a mess. I've been eating a ton of chocolate chip cookies and brownies, so yeah, mind your business. So if you read the title, then you already know what we are about to get into today. I made sure that I even sat down and really wrote out what I wanted to say because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing any points because this video is so important, and I know that there are so many women who feel very insecure about this topic, who might not have people to talk to about this topic, or just people who might have just not tried some of the things that I'm going to suggest in this video. And I hope that some of the things that I mentioned can really be helpful to you because it was really helpful to me. Just to get started, I just wanted to kind of give a little background information on what specific issue and topic that we are touching on today. So I know it's real uncomfortable to talk about, but I mean, we're all girls here. If you're a girl, then you know that it is very natural for us to have bacterial vaginosis, which is pretty much a bacterial infection in your vagina that can pretty much come from anything. So that means that you could be wearing panties that's too tight, you could be using a body wash that might be throwing off your pH balance. You could be, maybe the washing detergent that you're using could be throwing it off. Tampons could be throwing it off. Fornication. We are here to talk about that. And then we're also going to talk about BV's best friend, yeast infection, which is even worse, which pretty much, I kind of feel like they go hand in hand because I kind of feel like the same things that can give you BV are like the same things that can give you like a yeast infection, pretty much. But you know, who am I? I'm no doctor. So we're pretty much just gonna talk about some of the things that work for me because I have been here before, and you know, I've already gone like the doctor route. I've been to my gynecologist a million times. I feel like there comes a point when the medication that they're giving you just simply isn't working. So this video is not geared towards women who you get BV or yeast infection every once in a while and then you go get some Monistat or something from the store and then it's gone. Please don't get in my comments talking about, oh girl, I just use Monistat, whoop whoop. This is not for you. We are talking about the people who have tried Monistat, who have tried the medication that the doctor has given us, and it is not working. So the first time that I tried the medication, it def worked, but after using it a couple times, it seemed like it just wasn't doing it for me. And I'm not even gonna sit here and lie, like a lot of the times too, like, you know, you see the symptoms go away, then you stop taking the medicine. I mean, again, we're all adults here, we've been there. I'm pretty much here to give you guys this surefire way, a cure, friends, to chronic bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections. And I'm telling y'all, when y'all try this, it's going to change your life. Like, I literally have tried everything from A to Z. Okay, and when I say A to Z, I mean I've tried the coconut oil, I've tried the apple cider vinegar baths, I've tried tea tree oil, I have tried, what else? Natural remedies. Girl, there's just so many natural remedies everywhere. And natural remedies def work, but I just feel like it's about learning what works for you. And personally, for me, a lot of that stuff didn't. Another issue that I was running into when I was taking medications to cure BV or cure yeast infection, even if you speak with your gynecologist, I'm one of those people who ask a lot of questions. So when I was talking to my gynecologist, you know, I was pretty much like, why does it seem like, you know, I take the medication for BV, then I get yeast infection, then you take yeast infection, then you get BV again, and it's whoop whoop whoop, and it's just back and forth, and it's just really exhausting. So she pretty much explained to me that when you take the antibacterial, I believe. When you take that to get rid of the BV, it actually kills pretty much, I think she said it kills like all the bacteria. So it really like creates this area or this environment that breeds more fungal. So that's how you end up getting a yeast infection after you cure your BV. And in my specific case, when I would go to take the yeast infection, then the overly, I don't know, friends, I'm not a doctor, but whatever happened, it would lead me back to the bacterial vaginosis. So it was just really stressful for me. It was really starting to put me in a funk because it's just kind of like, I don't know what's going on. Like, it literally just kind of happened. Like, I went from being a person that could wash up with Caress, girl, Bath and Body Works. If you have a sensitive pH, then you know that using those type of products is pretty much like, please, 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 if you're washing yourself with Bath and Body Works, please shoot yourself in the face. Actually, omit that. The first step to curing your BV really is to get it out of here. So pretty much what I'm going to explain is what I use to actually completely get rid of it. Okay, then I'm going to tell you guys how to maintain it so that it's not coming back. First step is you want to get rid of the BV and the yeast infection. And the only product, I swear for God, the only product that I have found that actually gets rid of both of them, that doesn't cause one to come after the other, this right here, this right here, this right here. This is the best product I have ever come across in my whole entire life. I'll be honest, I really don't even remember how I even found it. Truth be told, I'd like to believe that I found it off YouTube, but yeah, this right here, if I ain't never put y'all on the game, like if I've never done nothing for y'all. This product is called The Killer, and it is by a company called Love Wellness. So Love Wellness is pretty much a brand that, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like it's ran by women, and it's just really cute. And the website is just super cute. They sell a ton of products that are geared towards feminine hygiene. So they even sell things that you can use if you do plan to fornicate, things that you can use during fornication. Then they have this, The Killer, which I'm going to explain what this is in just a second. And then they also have probiotics, wipes, body wash. So if you're one of those people that want to use body washes and things like that, I really highly recommend that you check out this brand just because of how good this product is. I really believe that all the rest of the products are probably just as great. The Killer is pretty much, they are boric acid suppositories, and it says here that it's a boric acid suppositories for quick relief of yeast infections and BV symptoms. So I'm pretty much just going to read the directions verbatim, and then I'm going to kind of tell you guys what I did personally and what I continuously do when I do need to use this product. You are to insert one suppository into your vagina, preferably at bedtime, definitely at bedtime. Use for 7 days for chronic irritation, and you can use it up to 14 days, you know, if you just want to make sure it's knocked out. Or you can use it as a spot treatment when needed. And I feel like the last part is the most important part. Just to go ahead and throw this out there, it has right here that the uses for this is for vaginal irritation, discomfort, itch, abnormal vaginal odor, abnormal vaginal discharge. So you know that all of those listed are literally all symptoms of BV and yeast infection. So what you want to do is you definitely want to use this for at least 7 days. At least 7 days. And if you're a person where you really have like chronic, like literally like if you flick your coochie, like you're going to set off your pH, then I probably would even do this for this 14 days just to make sure. But personally, I think I did 7 days. You can do 7 days and see how you feel. And if you feel like it's still like not all the way out, go ahead and do the 14. They come inside of this little thing here. Looks just like, you know, any regular pill thingy. What you're going to do is you want to make sure that that you use this during bedtime, because when you put these in, it is going to pretty much flow out. So I don't know exactly what's flowing out, sis, but something is flowing out, and it's gonna flow. So if you are using this, please make sure that you are going to sleep, or you got yourself a little panty liner or something if you got to make moves or something. But like, this def is going to come out. You're going to take one of these suppositories and then you're going to seen some people who try and use like an applicator. Personally, for me, I mean, I just, you know, kind of just place it in there, and then I just kind of, wow, this is so graphic, I'm sorry, you know, you're just gonna take your finger and just kind of push it up as far as you can, and personally that has worked for me. Speed forward, let's say now, you know, you've gotten rid of the BV, gotten rid of the yeast infection. Okay, so now we need to maintain it. We're talking chronic yeast infections or bacterial vaginosis. You know, we know chronic means that you keep getting it back to back. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you don't know what's setting off your BV, because obviously it just keeps on coming back. You know, your pH is sensitive. So I would actually do all of these steps if I were you. You want to make sure that you are drinking a lot of water. Water is going to be your best friend. I mean, first of all, drinking a lot of water, it's just good, period, for your health, period. But this is my favorite water to drink. If I don't have that, I'll drink Fiji water, but you really need to start drinking water. A lot of what's another good juice that you can probably drink is cranberry juice as well, but we're gonna get into that. So once you're drinking your water, the game changer, friends, there we go. Apple cider vinegar pills. So if you are like me and you've tried apple cider vinegar, you know apple cider vinegar is so disgusting. It is. And personally, to me, I think that apple cider vinegar is the most beneficial when it's ingested. Again, this is my channel, these is my views, this is my personal thoughts, okay? But I've noticed when I've tried coronavirus, when I've tried, you know, putting it in the tub, sitting in the tub, or a bath with apple cider vinegar, the tampon method, all of that, that didn't do nothing but just set my pH off even worse. Like, it's a mess. So I think that the best way to use apple cider vinegar is to ingest it. And apple cider vinegar shots are really hard to get down. It's even harder than a shot of Patron. You do not want to take an apple cider vinegar shot, friends. These pills are not big at all. Like, if you're not a pill popping animal, you know, neither am I. I just started popping pills, Lord. I just started being able to take pills like a couple years ago. So pill is this big next to my eyeball for reference. So the instructions on the packaging says that you are to take 2 tablets 1 to 3 times daily, preferably with meals. Personally, I do not take this 2 to 3 times. I take this once a day. But you know, if you're trying to knock it out, you feel me, take it 2 to 3 times a day. Apple cider vinegar is loaded with like really good like probiotics and things like that. So anything with the word like probiotic is going to be really good for your vagina. Okay, so tap into that. And this was only like $4, I believe. This is the bomb. Okay, so the most important one that I really want to touch on, after you're taking, you know, make sure you're taking all of your, you know, apple cider vinegar, cranberry pills, you know, whatever, you're drinking your water, you really want to make sure that you are washing up with a non-scented soap. And the way that you wash is very important. So I noticed a significant difference when I switched over to a bar soap. So I used to use the Dove body wash. You know, everybody speaks so highly of Dove, but personally for me, Dove just ain't doing what I needed to do, okay? And I've noticed that this Ivory Bar Soap, I'm gonna put it right here, is the best soap that I have used. I don't know what it is about this soap, but I feel like it's gentle, and I feel like it really gets me extremely clean. Like, I really feel clean after I use it. So this has been the only bar soap that I have ever used where I really feel like, at least in the last like 5 years, like my adult years, this is the best soap that I've used. I feel like it does not throw off my pH balance. I feel like it keeps everything like squeaky clean, intact. And also the way that I use this soap is I now wash my lady parts with my hands. You want to make sure you get in the shower, you're washing your hands first before you even touch down there. And then literally, like, you just, feel me, go down there, kind of feel around, clean. It's like a more gentler way to clean, and you can actually kind of just really get in there. And also, like, when you use things like loofahs and stuff like that, all of that stuff can eventually hold bacteria. I mean, this is something that you're using in the shower, it's wet every day, then it's air drying, you know, it's all types of things that can be on that. And a lot of people, I mean, let's be honest, like, we all love to believe, you feel me, that we're keeping up on everything. Niggas getting new loofahs every month. So the very last thing and last piece of advice that I want to give everybody is just just giving your coochie a chance to just breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of us be having it all hemmed up, you know, and it don't really need to be like that. Like, if you at home, you going to sleep, you in your own bed, you're alone, you know, even if you weren't alone, sleep without any panties on. Like, you don't let it breathe, let the wind become one with, you feel me? It's better to go ahead and make sure that you are sleeping sometimes without underwear, if not all the time. I feel like that's just something that I personally do. Most important thing too is what you're using during your time of the month. Okay, I have completely gotten rid of all regular pads, tampons, all of that. Now I only use 100% organic products. Personally, when I first switched over to organic, I was shopping from Whole Foods, and that's cool and all, but I feel like a lot of their tampons and pads that are organic are super old school. Like, the applicator is all whack and you can't really push it in there, and the pad don't be having wings. Nobody have time for that. These are the brands that I like to use. So these are the tampons that I really like to use. These are the Tampax Pure. These are really great. And then I really enjoy using these pads as well. Altogether, I really hope that this video was extremely helpful, because I feel like when I was going through those types of problems, it was really hard to find reputable people online that was actually giving good advice. Like, I feel like a lot of people out here trying to tell you go in your kitchen and mix up this, that, and third and do this, and that's not always the case. So these are all of the things that really helped me, very straight and to the point, really making sure that you're looking at all the things that you're using across the board, from washing to time of the month to what you're ingesting. All of that is very important, like when you're thinking about keeping your pH in line. So I really want to keep doing more videos like this. So if you guys like these type of videos, please like this video and make sure that you guys hit the bell emoji, fix it Lord, the bell notification to make sure that you don't miss any videos that I post. And I will be back with another one at a later date. Or that's not the way I want to end out the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright guys. No.